Right now, I made me some shrimp cocktails, some kind of fucking concoction ain't fucking made up, and I'm talking to my baby mama.
We need to look at it, understand.
I can't tell you her last name on the grounds that I might discriminate her.
Has any,
We just say the first name is Velvet,
MFN liabilities related to the founder.
and the last initial is a K.
We might reveal could change that. We have an obligation.
And I know her mama them. All her mama them. And I made me some shit, and I'm gonna eat this shit, and I'm gonna drink my shit, and I'm gonna get fucked up tonight. Turn that camera on, Mike, so I can go have sex with myself. Baby, this shit good though, for real.
No, I don't do that no more. Keep stuff. Yeah. I know what you mean now. Now you see what was under the Rikishi outfit. Right here, Adidas, daddy. Adidas. Keith Sports Adidas. Right.
So we'll get all these logos right here locked out, bro. And then put the name Keisha. Yeah. You know, kids link that up. You know how you know.
Especially if you market it the Islanders.
Oh, yeah.
You guys haven't really had any Islander heroes because Rock never really says he's an Islander. He's like, I'm everybody. White, black. No, that's how he acts. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That works for him. But the Islanders don't really have a. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
There's no real Islander fucking movie star, singer, nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's a hole you could build. All in California.
Straight island.
All the Islanders that are in California, that are in Oregon, that are in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dog.
A lot of Mormons out there, too.
A lot of Samoans out there, bro. In Utah?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, right?
All right, can you introduce yourself and tell us how you got into the business?
Can I introduce myself? Any of you monkeys who are watching this, you don't know who I am, don't watch anyway, so why the hell are you paying attention to this? It's me, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. You want to know how I got into this? You want me to talk into the camera? Okay. Want to know how I got into this business? Well, I actually made a videotape of me as a wrestling manager back in 1988. And I took a bunch of guys who wanted to be wrestlers, and I created gimmicks for them. I called one guy the Iceman. I called one bag Big Bad John. And I had this other guy who was a midget named Teddy Bear. And I put him with a bunch of hot-looking bitches, which I called the Diamond Dolls. So I came up with the name of Diamond Dallas Page. I was trying to wrestle actually when I was 21 years old, and I used the name Handsome Dallas Page, going after my hero at the time, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. And I was told that I could forget about that gimmick, let these guys go by, and that I could forget about using that gimmick. And so I went to Diamond Dallas Page. Out of that, I came up with the Diamond Exchange, a band of these wrestlers. And I sent the tape. It was actually, I thought there was no way guys could remember all those words in his interviews. So I put like cue cards in front of the camera, and I wore sunglasses. So no one really knew that I was reading the cue cards. So I went from there, I made the tape, and I sent it into the AWA. And all these fancy clothes, wild leopard skin jackets, and zebra skin jackets, and sequins, and rhinestones, and long blonde hair down to my ass. And I sent it out there with these hot-looking ladies in it. And next thing you know, I got a call 2 weeks later. They said they wanted me to come out and try out with the AWA, and they wanted me to bring all those wrestlers, but they wanted to know where I've been working because nobody had seen me, and they were like, God, where's this guy? I mean, he's got to be working somewhere. Well, when they told me they wanted them guys to come in and try out, I said, we got one problem, and that problem was none of those guys could wrestle. And they were like, oh, why did you send us the tape? And I said, well, they're trying to become wrestlers because we really don't know how to do this, but I'm a wrestling manager, and I'm ready to go right now. So as it turned out, I ended up getting in there and getting a break, and I flew a couple of the chicks in with me and had a great weekend in Vegas, and that's how I got the gig.
What was your greatest accomplishment in the wrestling industry, Phil?
Becoming good at my craft, finally. Being able to listen, the psychology behind, really understanding what the art was instead of just going from move to move. That's my greatest accomplishment. That's to myself. To learn what was really going on.
Now, the only company is WWE. Not in this order, but it's WWE, it's TNA, it's IWA, which is in Puerto Rico, and it's everybody else. You understand? And then Japan. If you can't go to neither of the four, then you just ass out. You on the indie circuit, and most of the guys, unlike myself, is on the indie circuit, ain't making no money. So they gotta put up with the bullshit.
Do you own the name Major Guns, or how did that work out?
Well, after I got done with the NWO, that storyline pretty much faded out. And then I was ballet for like Jeff Jarrett for a while, and Scott Steiner, and did that for a while, which was fun. But I wanted my own character in wrestling. So they decided to get me to team up with 4 other guys. There was Hugh There was 4 other guys that they put me together with. There was Hugh, there's Chavo Guerrero, Lash LaRue, AWOL, and me. So we made a team of 5, and we were like the all-American team. We all wore camo, and basically, well, we were called the Misfits in Action. So we went against the grain, I guess you could say.
What was WCW like during that period?
That was the funnest time in my wrestling career. When I was with them, with maybe Major Guns, I loved it. My fans love it. I get tons of email from all my fans.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
So what basically happened tonight?
Well, like, I went in there and dude's ass got pulled down, or tights got pulled down, his ass was showing. I decided to go out to take a smoke break. No room over there, went back in, went to sit down, my ass broke the chair, fell right through. Oh, God.
Has this ever happened at an indie wrestling show before?
I've never had this big of an ass at an indie wrestling show before. I've been able to fit in most of the chairs I've gone to. The only other close call was when I was at TNA, but nothing happened there.
They have better chairs at TNA?
Yeah, they got like a gym set up with their seats, and then they got better seats like set up out there. But man, this is a first for me.
Right, show us a chair.
Look at what he did to this chair, people. Look at this. It's folded, just not quite the right way. Crazy.
Wow.
Were you witness this? What exactly happened?
Well, from what I saw, I think the floor over there by us is a little slippery, so like he just came down too fast and it just went right through the seat. And
Oh, Jeff, you're so nice trying to cover for me, but it was my ass.
well, I thought you slipped, honestly, because I didn't see you come down. The only thing I saw, all of a sudden, the next thing I see is your ass is over here someplace, so I didn't see what happened. But apparently it was significant enough to do some damage. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
So, shit happens, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Damn.
The life of an indie fan right here. Crazy shit going on.
So how do you know Cash?
I'm working on his website for him. I know him through his agent. I'm actually working with his agent right now. I know him, Ron Killings, Jerry Lynn, a bunch of people. So whenever I go out to Nashville, I hang out with Kid Cash, Trinity.
Not that we're name dropping or anything here, but
No, but it's cool. I mean, because we got our own little show going on online. We're like the #1 show on the net right now.
yeah. As of last year, we haven't done the stats for this year. We are the #1 audio show exclusively to the internet,
And now we're branching out
and
to
they're branching out into
video,
video. Starting with tonight, we're actually taping stuff here tonight. We're taping interviews, so that's where we're heading right now. And it all starts first night. Mike puts his fat ass to a chair.
What's the interview? What's the show?
Yeah, the show is called Extreme Mayhem. You can check us out at NoDQ.com.
So when I edit the video, is it all right to show you without your mask on?
Yeah, it's good to me. Just let me.
I don't want to. I know how sacred it is. You know what I mean? Like when I know the tradition of it.
Yeah, but you know what? I know it's LA. No, they know with the mask. It's hard to with the mask. Look at this. Wow. And it's hot in the ring with the lights. I like so much, but look at that. What's going on? Better, huh?
I should probably ask you that you feel you would like to talk about or anything on your mind.
I'm sort of washing my hands of the pro wrestling thing. Not washing my hands like I'm out of it. I'll stay in it. I love it. But I'm more focused now on the UFC and the K1 and stuff like that, the real fighting.
I'm sure you just didn't get in the power play and get straight on the TV.
No, it was extremely hard. You learn that it's an art. It's an art. To look like you're beating the hell out of somebody and not do it and be a dance is an art form. Some people are good, some people aren't. Then there's the other part, there's cutting the promos and whatnot, and being this character. And that's a lot of people's strong point too. It's an art.
After the next match, you gotta cut the hair and wrap it up. Probably go to a net.
I got some.
They call me Medical Matt. That's why I got my medical card. So I'm like, sweet. Right on the Bray up there, we got that club.
I saw Method Man the other day because he's trying to get me on his show. He's a big wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
And he had some shit that.
So are my Cypress Hill boys. You met them?
No, but I can imagine.
Those guys like that shit too. Yeah, we were always up at the Rainbow up there. On Sunset. Like, we're like,
that's
come
cool.
up there and go see it.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're always flying back and forth for that Florida trip. That's alright. You're making the money.
Of course, that comes first.
Last so long, you guys can race around.
Exactly, that comes first, bro.
Exactly. Do it and then relax after the next 10 years.
And smoke out a little.
For sure. We'll catch you in a few.
All right, dog.
Don't leave them.
I won't.
Of all like the wrestling styles that you see, like Lucha Libre, the Japanese style, the American style, what are you like a big fan of? Or are you not even a fan of wrestling?
I'm definitely a fan of wrestling. I'm a fan of all of it. It's an art, like I said. I'm an artist. I think it's all great.
You got Johnny Ace calling her.
Green is my favorite color.
No.
Green. Wanna be a big lover. Green.
But as a hostess, I think I did like it.
My favorite color.
Have you heard of the Buffalo Chain? It's hilarious.
Green. Like a big green machine.
No, this is
Green has a lot of protein.
full bar.
It's like Colombian emeralds. Yeah, green, it's my favorite color. Green, I think I need a new lover.
Keep going.
Green,
Great,
it's like a Colombian emerald. Green, I think his name's gonna be Eduardo.
So that was one of.
Are you like the Will Chamberlain in pro wrestling? You go around the country fucking on the ladies or what?
Do I do what?
You know how Will Chamberlain had like 1,000 mistresses? Is that like how you are in pro wrestling? Are you like the guy who gets all the ladies is when you go across the country?
I beg your pardon. I will not answer that question on the grounds that I might discriminate myself. I have one girlfriend. One. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what her name is. Okay, I'll tell you later. But her name is Mike. I don't even believe you asking no bullshit like that, bro. But you know what? I'll deal with you later, dog. They ain't put me on the spot. I ain't gonna do what we're trying to do. That ain't gonna do with me. The next question.
I had no time for any of my other career that I had going, and so I mean, I enjoy my other part of my career that I do. I mean, I do bikini and fitness modeling, and I do a lot of other things, And since I haven't chose to go back to the wrestling world of WWE, you know, I've started a lot of new things now. You know, I've started doing movies with Peach, with my own website, and I try to keep connected with my fans with my website. I'm doing, you know, weekly shows where they can actually see me live, and they can, you know, ask me questions, and we can chit chat and stuff for like an hour. And but no, I don't have no desire to go back to WWE. So.
I was in Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago. I tell the security to hold the ladder for me. Now the dugout is 7 feet, then the ladder was 12 feet higher. So that's almost 20 feet, give or take. I tell the security guy to hold the ladder for me. And he was so caught up in watching the show that this motherfucker forgot to stay on the ladder, so he stepped off. So when I jumped, it was almost like somebody pulling the rug from under you. I fell down head first. Flat on the concrete dugout, bounced off that, fell on the goddamn floor. I mean, on the ground. Balls Mahoney thought I was gonna do the job for him because I was hurt, which I wasn't gonna do. He jumped on top of me 1, 2, I kicked out. He's like, "Oh fuck, Jack, come on, let me win at least once." I was like, "You tripping?" Went back to the ring. I hit it with my finish, 1, 2, 3. We went out. Went back to the hotel. Got drunk and did plenty of drugs. I did uppers, then I did downers so I can go to sleep. And then I woke up with a one-legged midget in my bed. I'm the kid and she had both her legs. No, really.
A couple 0-1 dates in a hustle show. You know, that kind of thing.
How many matches had over?
Over in Japan total? Probably 150 or so. Yeah, I just signed a deal with K1, and I'd been over there. But before that, I was back in March, but I'd gone over there every month for 2.5 years straight.
How's your body feeling?
It feels great because I get to kind of get to be a little bit more of the crowbar and just the big America thing and lay in a little bit and you know.
You remind me of the doc. Dr. Death.
Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, I've never met Steve.
This just reminded me of him. Between that and Brody.
Yeah. So you know, it's going well. It's treating me real well and everything. And no holds barred fun. It's good money. So I'm a blessing. You know, if I ever get back with the Fed, you know, it's not. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but I get to go over there, work with some really top-notch guys. You know, I mean, like Carnage and Tanaka and legends like Hashimoto and stuff. And so you know, I get to have good matches. Learn a lot, really, from that style. I mean, I really started learning the business and kind of what I needed to do for me and stuff like that, more so than just being down at OVW. I like to take on a little bit more than that.
Just working, that's all it is.
And going over there doing 15, 20-minute matches, you learn a lot more than just going and doing it.
Really? Mouth ball game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I should go too. They had one made for me too. I forgot it.
Yeah, so I definitely.
Especially when you're stiff as you get over there.
Well, yeah, over there they lay into you pretty hard with those elbows and stuff, and so you get hit and and stuff like that. But just don't want to chip my teeth any more than they already are. That kind of thing.
What about Brian Lawler? His name. Like, he's had a lot of problems, obviously, in his career. Like, did that in any way affect your push, you feel? Or, nah, it's up to you. I don't know, like, how it affected you feel on a personal level. I just know from what I've read.
On a personal level, he is my friend. And I'm sorry that did happen to him. On a business level, I don't think it hurt Kishi. I think it hurt them more than it did hurt me.
Yeah, last time I really got to see it was that they first brought you back to WWF, and we went down to Louisville and did a a couple shows for WWE with like.
That's our first guy.
Yeah, with Batista against Show and those guys or whatever. Yeah. Kind of thing.
I was not a heel. That wasn't for me being kind of babyface. Plus, I don't work that style.
Yeah.
And that's a whole day. I was like boom, 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 and I sell.
Yeah.
I give it. I go down. I sell.
Right.
Okay, if you do this to me, I go, oh my god. Because if a 5-year-old kid goes, hey, daddy, boing, I go, oh my god. I mean, he's 5. You know what you
It's
sell.
funny, we had this one guy in Japan. He's an older guy. He was back when Inoki was younger, and it was Don Arakawa, and I guess the fan threw a streamer and bumped off of it. He hit him a 9 and went down.
Hey, bro, you hit me with a feather, I'm going down. When Goldberg was doing that spear, you know, on his run,
yeah.
When you got that spear, you have spear skies like this.
Mike got me doing this fucking DVD, right? For his company and whatever. So
let us all get out of the corner.
he didn't want it to be based on like wrestling shit. So we just hang out at the bar. You know what I mean? And I done got about fucked up. And I ain't gonna stop. Because I ain't got to drive. Mike driving. And the worst thing gonna happen is we'll go over on Sunset and get a goddamn room at the Sunset Inn where the hooker's at. You know what I'm saying? See, we out here doing the damn thing. So, you know, but I'll call you back. Love you, bye.
The first question I got to call him to Rich is how the conversations went in New York.
That's that baby mama drama, boy. And see, she know what's happening because she been down with me for 21 years, you know what I mean? And now we're going to sit here and keep doing the damn thing and doing what we're doing and having a good time. And then we go out on the boulevard and do our thing. This is some real shit. This is some OG shit. This is pimping. This is pimping. This is pimping. Nigga. Now turn that shit on, Mike.
When you were in WCW, was there anybody who was holding you down that didn't want you to move up the card? Was there anybody holding you back from your potential?
No, nothing like that. Just doing my job and sometimes political, but you know, I'm just working and that's it.
Who's helped you the most in your career?
Wow, family. That's it.
Was there ever a point in WCW that you just hated it? Like you were just sick and tired of it, or were you happy?
I would say, well, Russo's the one that brought me in for wrestling. And he was a great guy to work with. He had great storylines. He's really willing to push the new talent and stuff. And so he really believed in me. You know, he had me go to wrestling school in Atlanta, Georgia. And I wrestled there for like 8 months. And so, because I really wanted to be a part of the team. I wanted to wrestle, and, you know, I didn't want to be just all fluff, you know. So I went to wrestling school and learned to wrestle. And so I took my bumps and, you know, did the mud wrestling thing and the whole bit, you know. So, but I think, you know, I mean, I loved wrestling school because I wanted to actually learn how to wrestle. I wanted to be part of the team and stuff, like I said.
My feet are on the chair and this one. It's fine. I can work on it just a little bit like this. Doesn't. What do you need?
Yes.
This is one of the best things that just started now. I was always a religious man. My family's, my grandfather's a preacher. Passed away, helped put up the first church in San Francisco, California. That's what I do on my free time, is to be able to go out to all these different churches and help them out as far as raising money for the church. As of now, I'm getting ready to drop a new record label with a ministry here in Anaheim, California. It's called Crown West. Crown being the crown that Jesus had on his head, and West being at the West Coast. So I'm looking forward to a new project that we've already dropped some music out of there, and you know, have some fun. So what we're doing now is pretty much going out to different ministries throughout all the world, the international,
and pretty much try to save some souls. Get out there and have them listen to some good music and have a party, you know. So the business has given me an opportunity to be able to do a lot of things. Being with kids, we have so much influence on these little kids nowadays. Man, I'm telling you, man, since I've become who I am today, it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy what kids look up to you and they do what you do. If you say that that's right, they'll think it's right. So it's important, man. You know what I mean? Pretty much watch yourself. Can you get on out here so we can go over the finish?
Take some bread for a whole shot to my lips. Thank you very much.
Brace up, just loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. You still talk to Chachi at all? Over BCN?
No, you know, do you talk to him?
I used to work there. We did
Do you have
an
a
autograph
number on him
signing.
still?
What's up?
You have a number on him still?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I want to give you mine.
Okay.
And have him call me.
All right.
I love to talk to you guys. It's been so
Yeah, he's a
long.
good guy. Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Real guy, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Him and Calais used to work for.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thanks, man.
What a great time you took.
I didn't even know. I just saw fucking there he goes.
It was something you said. You were right in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from there. You know,
I
you
just
really
figured
took your
kicking my
time.
legs out will go.
You took your time. It was great.
Thanks,
Great
man.
sell on the fuck. Get the hell out of my ring.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was great. Really good, man.
Thanks, man.
Really impressed.
Can you introduce yourself, man?
Yes, I'm Toby Hero with Tabitha Stevens, and we're also here supporting my sister China Doll.
What's like, if you don't want to answer, it's cool.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay. What, like the legal situation with using the name China Doll, or just the word by itself?
Well,
what's going on with that?
China was actually a name that her fans gave her. And since the WWF didn't really name her that, the fans did it, so she kept it. So it's pretty much like public domain, you know, and that's like where that's at, you know.
How did the fans name her that? I don't know about this at all.
I guess her whole MO and just her whole vibe, it just fit the premise behind that. And they started calling her China. You know, it probably happened like back in like 96, 97, you know, back in those days. So.
Not anymore. First time I did, I was screaming like a little bitch, but now it don't hurt. I can stay myself in the head, you don't feel it.
How long ago did you do the first time?
First time it ever happened? 90.
We desperately need you to get the table set up.
Yeah, 95.
Is that an ECW show?
Smoking Mountain.
For you, what was like the most amazing things you accomplished in your career?
The 98, 99, 2000.
But how about like a certain event or certain thing that happened that just like blew your mind? Like, wow.
Playboy.
What was going through your mind when that happened?
She outsold Marilyn Monroe. You know, I mean, Marilyn Monroe is like the OG of like Hugh Hefner. But, you know, you got a young blood coming off the block that can outsell Marilyn. That's a big, huge, significant statement, you know. So that's like mind-blowing.
Does she have the best-selling issue ever?
At that time, yes.
At that time.
Yeah. And then her book was the If You Only Knew. It was like number 2, number 3. So I really don't keep track of it, you know, as much as I should. You know, there's all kinds of other stuff happening. But I guess, you know, she has her feelings about the WWE. You know, she has nothing but good positivity to say about them. You know, and what she won't say, she won't. She'll just smile and agree with whatever. You know, just to keep the streets clean, you know.
Understandable.
What are you doing over there, man?
He's making.
Do I ask you what you doing? You do your shit? I've been doing this shit for years. I just started grabbing fucking pieces, a pair of scissors, cutting up shit.
He's doing wardrobe, man. That's his job.
He's cutting the suit in half, though.
Shit.
Is that for style?
He's making it breakaway.
I'm making it the way I wear it. I'm not gonna go out there and it's 900 degrees outside and wear a fucking long sleeve jacket, go out there and pass the fuck out.
I thought you were going to cut a bikini out of the back for Tylene.
I am. I'm made out the sleeve.
Say hi to Kevin.
Kevin!
He wants to be a porn star.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, and she might be your next victim.
And you know what?
At the hips.
I haven't shot. Well,
No,
not
that's our
oh.
yeah.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you about my hips. You're gonna be on your lips. No. Kev, what up? Whack it.
Oh shit! That's what he says. What up?
What up? Whack it. Everybody does it. I do it. It's alright. Don't be shy.
Dude, we gotta play this.
Just don't get it in my eye.
We're on the set, about to shoot this commercial, man. For this backyard wrestling video. And I hung out all night and I'm hungover. And I don't feel good and I don't feel like doing this shit. I'm aggravated. I ain't had sex in 3 days. So I'm sorry, I'm lying. I had sex with myself.
Let me ask you, with your personal opinion with what happened with Stephanie and Hunter, what do you feel in your heart? Or do you feel, and like, are you hatred, or are you feel like you're cool with them, or how do you feel?
Oh, I'm all for it. I mean, what transpired was kind of like a beef of misguided energy. And okay, thank you. And they had to resolve that, you know, and I don't think they really truly resolved it. So I just stay out of it, you know. I wasn't involved, and I really can't really go there with them, you know. So one of these days they're going to have to deal with it, you know. So I think a lot of smiles between them both will kind of procure the healing process behind whatever happened. So, and if they want to forgive each other, you know, that'll straighten it up.
Unions in wrestling, do you think there needs to be a union? And how can the wrestlers, if you do think there should be a union, how can they go about making that happen, you feel?
If they need a union? I don't really know what the answer on that one. I don't think with the union it's really going to keep anybody's job.
You think the wrestlers would feel more protected, though, if they had a union?
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, everybody has like their own agent, their own people that they, you know, deal with to settle all their, you know, their contracts, things like that. So everybody has their own negotiating that they do, based on, you know, either, you know, how well known they are, what, you know, talents they can bring to the table. So it all varies, you know. So I don't know if it would be a good point or a bad point. I don't know.
Somebody said to Jack, Jack is not going to use you on the show now. And I'm like, why? It's because you got heat with Nova or Donnie B or whatever the fuck. And then I started calling you that week. You never returned my call. And I kept calling you the whole goddamn week. You didn't return my call. And the last time I called you, I told you, I said, Jack, it is a small goddamn world when it comes to wrestling. And if you stay around the business long enough, you're going to bump into the same person again and again. And I mean... Ed used me. I've been working for Ed. I did a couple of shows with him. Okay, and actually I had to cancel the last show because I had to go to Puerto Rico, and I just got back from Puerto Rico 2 days ago. All right, and I done worked for Ed a couple of times. My problem was y'all booked me on the show, and I could have took some other booking somewhere else, and I never got fucking paid for it. You know, Jackie, you was bringing me in, baby. All right, you at that time you was bringing me in, and it was the little the little crew of people that you was bringing in, it was me, Kid Cash, and whoever the fuck else it was, okay? And we had an agreement. And I called you and left messages.
Yeah, so you just come in and we'll still dial you.
No. No, it's not smooth. It's not smooth over. It's not. It hadn't been fixed. Nobody's ever fucking paid me. I work for A&E, paid me for the show that I work. But anytime I get booked on somebody's show and then they take me off the fucking show or for whatever the case may be, then they owe me money. That's just rule of thumb. I done worked for Ed a couple of times since then, and that never came up because I wasn't even dealing with Ed. Well, I wasn't dealing with Ed then. I mean, I was dealing with you. You know what I mean? I ain't stressed out about it, just that I heard that your name had resurfaced again, and I was trying to get in touch with you because of that. You know? Well, so, I mean, how you going to take care of this?
All right, let's talk more. The silk was too small.
Well, just like any other way. I mean, if you book somebody to work a show, you pay them. So I can give you my number or whatever, or you can pay me when you see me. You can pay me Western Union. I don't give a fuck. I mean, if somebody owes me some money for 2 shows. This is not a situation that's gonna be like a ongoing thing. You know what I mean? Like every time I see you, I'm gonna be throwing this shit up in your face. I just want the shit taken care of. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing this shit for 12 years now, and I mean, I have never been stiff on a fucking show up until this point. You know what I mean? I've never had anybody to book me, and then all of a sudden, because I had some fucking heat with somebody in the locker room, they took me off a goddamn show. That never happened. You know? And if it was times where a show got canceled, they still paid me. Okay? If somebody booked me on the show, well, just understand when I kept calling you and you didn't return my call, then I'm like, okay, now she's trying to fucking avoid me. Okay? And then there's somebody said you went AWOL. So, you know, I'm like, okay. You know, I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure I'll see her again. So, I mean, you know, and I mean, the reason I'm trying to take care of it now is because I don't want to come here and show and cut a damn fool because somebody owes me some fucking money. That's why I'm trying to get into, I'm calling you now. So when I do see you, you can be like, hey, what's up? You know, taken care of, then that's the end of it. You know what I mean? All right, so what? You gonna wait till 29th? You gonna do it before then or what? All right. You got my number. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I've been hunting that bitch for 2 years. I did a goddamn show with her ass, and she booked me on the show. And then because I had gotten pissed off with Nova's gay ass for some fucking shit, she didn't bring me in. She was trying to fuck Nova, whatever the case may be. So, it's a cat I'm working with out in Pittsburgh. He told me that she was going to be coming to his show because she wanted to work with him. The only way she going to work with him is if I don't have a problem with it. She going to pay my fucking money. So now she's like, no, I'll take care of it, Jack. Don't worry about that. You know, me and you are friends. No, we ain't, bitch. If you get my goddamn money, we'll be all right. So now she's like, I'll take care of it. I promise you, when I see you, it's done. Taken care of. I may even send it to you before then. I'm like, whatever, just do it. Because she got these real long titties. They're like midgets in wet socks. Tie a titty around her neck. This guy's a mark. Fucking producer's a mark. Director's a mark.
Cell phone. I think there's a battery flashing.
You just can't say it. As a child growing up, like, how did society influence you? And, you know...
Grew up in Southeast San Diego. Nothing but gangsters. I grew up around Bloods. I grew up around Crips. I grew up around everything. I grew up around SAs. I grew up around Asians. I grew up around everything. But it all started out growing up with Bloods. But now, all my life, I've just thought of gangster. Just straight up gangster. And that was it. Nothing to it. And now the gangster's in me, and now I go out to the ring, dog, and just display my gangsterism, and I sit and pop my collar. Pam, 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 pam.
You know, the story that I love in the book is the one about the guy with the airline. You know, we had the extra tickets at the All-Star game.
The best.
Tremendous story.
That's the best.
I love that one. I was like, now that's cool. Now that was cool, you know, doing that and then hanging out with everybody and just like, oh my God. I was like, now that right there would be a dream come true.
I'll tell you that story since you got that camera rolling. I am just become really good friends with Karl Malone. And he was in the All-Star game that year. And he called me up. Hold on a second. He called me up just to BS with me. That was for good luck. We take a picture, baby? Okay. Oh, no, I'm doing an interview.
Taking a picture?
No, I'm doing an interview.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. So I was doing the, we're getting ready, we were just talking. There was no match or anything at the time. And he called me and I said, I go, where you at? He goes, I'm in New York at the All-Star game. I go, I'm going to be there tomorrow, doing a toy drive. He goes, get out of here. He goes, I'll get you seats. So he couldn't get me the seats he wanted, so I was waiting until 11th hour to find out if I got 2 or 4. So he calls me up right as I'm about to get up, like 2 hours before getting on the plane, and he calls me up. He says, I got 2 tickets for you. I mean, 4 tickets for you. So I was like, great. I call all my buddies. I can't get a hold of anybody. Nobody's home. I got All-Star tickets. I'm from New Jersey. I know everyone. I can't find no one home. So I got my best friends, Kevin Crimmins is meeting me up there, and the guy who's in charge of marketing is doing a toy drive. He's up there, and I got a ticket. And I'm sitting at the counter at Delta, and I'm changing all my tickets to upgrade myself to first class. You know, and I've got a whole message, our itinerary we had to get it going then. Every day I was in the air. So I'm sitting there with a guy who's a big fan, and then he leaves and goes away. And a guy across the counter, while I'm waiting for my tickets, I got 11 minutes to make the plane. I'm not kidding, but it's 2 gates over, so I'm not really worried about it. So I hang up the phone, I go, damn, you believe that? I can't get anybody to go to the All-Star game with me. I got 4 tickets, I got 1 open, I got 1 free. And he goes, you got tickets? And all of a sudden, his eyes look like a 12-year-old kid, you know, you got tickets? I'll pay for it right now. I go, it's today. He goes, I know. I go, that's right, you can fly free. I said, well, I can't sell it to you. He goes, why not? I go, because Karl Malone's given it to me. And he goes, I said, I'll just give it to you. You'll give it to me? Give it to me right now. You know? I go, I'd love to, but I got to go to New York and get it. And back then it was just pagers, you know, because I was, so I said, just page me. And my thing, because my cell phone would only work in that area. So I said, I swear to God, I'll give you the ticket if you come to New York. He goes, I'll be there by halftime. I said, you got to beat me so I know you're really coming. If not, I'm going to give it to some guy in the street who ain't going to believe it. He goes, I swear to God, I'll be there. You're not bullshitting me, are you? I said, I never bullshit you. You know, that's the truth. So I get on the plane, fly in. My boys pick me up. We go to the Trump Plaza where Karl's staying, and I go up meet his wife. We end up getting tickets. I come down. He goes, red coat call, because they all wore red coats in that time, Delta, right? So he's on his way. I go, great. We'll leave it there. I left the ticket down there. I said, listen, Karl wouldn't leave him at the ticket counter, because back then they just go out the back door and sell them. So I said, if this ticket's gone, Karl Malone and me are coming back here. I said, the ticket better be here. This guy's come all the way from Atlanta for this. Halftime, the guy gets there. He is beaming. He can't believe it. We got great seats. So we go up we watch the game. I go to him, I go, by the way, you're not only watching the game, our limo outside, everything's paid for, we're going to dinner, then we're going to Karl Malone's room afterwards. He's going, get out of here. I go, I swear to God. If you read the book, if word for word what happened, we went there, he was in 7th Heaven. Karl goes, so how'd you guys get together? I go, that's a funny story. So I tell him the story, and I go, Karl, and he had no idea who I was. And he looked at me and he went, you don't know who DDP is? He goes, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Karl Malone. And then he started telling him my history. It was wild. His wife was like, he doesn't know, because they were such big fans, you know.
When was this, like 97?
It might have been 98. Whatever the year was that we wrestled.
What's it like, you know, like working up the ranks and like, I mean, I'm sure you were starting out wrestling just like typical guys, just guys training, getting
like Biggie Biggs. Get the camera on him with the security shirt. Biggie, tell him how it is, dog. Tell him how it is.
Gangster.
Tell him how it is. Keep talking. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Biggie Biggs.
All right, now back over here. Now, I was just saying, now, coming up in the ranks, it was just like, you know, working here, working there. I've had great matches with a number of people. I've had fun. I've worked with people like K-Quick. I work with people like Conan, Damien 666 and Halloween. And now tonight I'm working with one of the greatest, Diamond Dallas Page. And it's been off the charts. So I've been working my way up. And it's been absolutely fun. And I love it. Yeah. What's cracking? What's cracking?
How long
Pin.
How long did it take you to train to be a pro wrestler? And
Oh, just one day. One day. I woke up butt naked from my room, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna wrestle. I started training. One day, bam, I'm in the ring. No, it took a while, dog. It took a while. It took about, maybe about a year or so. I was in it for a while, then I got out of it, and then I got back into it slowly but surely. Yeah.
I remember when Keith did it that one time. I looked down, I was just like, oh my God.
I was, my last tour in Japan, the 2 matches, everything was a cage match for all the matches. And so a bunch of these Japanese guys never worked in a cage. I've had a couple cage matches, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I know what I'm going to do. But these guys were, one of the guys, like slammed him, down and went to the top of the cage and did a double stomp on him from the top of the cage.
Oh my God.
But then he ended up hurting his kneecap. Once he slid off and he tore it up. And then the Takawa, this Japanese guy, stood up. They both stand on top of the cage because there's not a top. It's just a round. They were both standing up, and he did a brain buster off the top. That was wicked. And then the SATs, Karina's little guys or whatever, they did a Frankenstein off the top with the Japanese guy. Off the top, taking a Frankenstein. I'm like, look here, guys. You don't know about that. I ain't getting up there.
I ain't getting nowhere near that.
I'll take a guy and grate his face in there a while, and I'll run him across the ring and throw his head into the steel bar up there. But
Actually, no, he just like, no.
What?
How'd you know I was talking about you?
Fuck, you said something about Big Mouth. No, they come up with these dumbass ideas. It's like, we've been doing this shit for only like 40 years fucking combined. So me and him, we know how to fucking go through a fucking table and shit. The fuck?
Yeah, I gotta get in here. My face is kind of getting up. Okay, right now. No, I was.
So it was just like, it was like WCW all over again.
Yeah, right?
They're telling you what.
In there freaking drying clothes and drying air, all my stuff.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shit. Oh, man.
Dropped your shit.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
All right.
Oh, God.
Everything up there is really dark.
You got to catch that in your head. Say nothing! Say nothing! Oh, shit.
Last time you were here, I was afraid for all the girls.
What?
They were like, oh my God!
Maybe like when you too many kicks, I'll give you a big kick.
Including my girlfriend.
Boom, 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 then I'll take it. Okay?
What girlfriend do you need?
If I forget, remind me. Throw me him. Throw my bucket. Everyone do juice. Turn around, give it to him.
Yeah.
And then go
Riz.
No!
Please!
You're up in a minute. Your first finish on me.
Did you grow up being a big wrestling fan? And how was your upbringing as a child? Like, did you grow into this? Like, was your grandfather a wrestler and your father a wrestler, or were you the first in your family?
No, my brother is the first one, and I'm the second one. But I like for my brother. This is why, because I see my brother and say I want to do one time with him. He's not a big name. Me too. I'm not a big name, but I'm sometimes bigger than him. But I respect my brother because he gave me this job. Because this is a job that I love. This job.
So you just got done wrestling a match tonight?
Yep.
How did it go?
Good, man.
How was the crowd?
Very good. And my partner's good too, Conan. They give me the finish. So let's go. I do my die and we do the finish. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Espalda. No, güey. Yo tengo una de esas. ¿Te hace la espalda?
Ya vos.
Órale. For you?
Hi, mío. Colección.
Va a vender en el internet, güey.
Sí, güey.
No, para no problema.
Business en el internet.
Yeah, like they'll be like, oh good, we don't got tissue anymore. Get back across the station.
Yeah, no, como el cuarto lleno de posters. No, mi cuarto lleno de posters.
The ring is backed up to tier 3, right where the stairway is.
Yeah.
He was sitting right there.
And was it while they were in their match, or was
It was during a match thing, and that's why the employee comes up and goes, is that part of their thing? You know, that they push us? I said, no.
Gracias.
Noviembre seguro. Otra vez. Que antes fue pero mucho quiere All Japan campeonato.
Estamos en Japón ahorita, business. Un poquito ahora.
¿Tú no? Pero no speak English.
No, y luego mucha gente no. Ahí miras ahí.
¿Azaí?
Tijuana.
Ah, ayer, ¿no?
Fue a trabajar ahí.
Pero ayer luchando él.
Sí. Yo que eres culero.
¿Tú?
Peña.
No, pero Visa, necesito empresa, ya no sabe, no quiere, no problema. Pero ahora 3 meses. Ayer, mañana también Guadalajara, pero yo no voy a San Francisco. Ahora, ya.
TNA. No te dan contrato.
No, pero posiblemente pronto, ya.
¿Sí?
Hablas corto.
Sí.
Pero esta semana no.
Yo hablo con Jeff.
Sí, por favor.
Ya te prometo, yo hablo con
Sí,
Jeff.
ya,
por favor.
yo
¿Tú vas
viviendo
miércoles?
Nashville.
No, ¿tú vives en Nashville?
Pero tiene contrato, sí, yo Nashville.
Ok, háblame el martes, recuérdame.
Ah, ok.
Yo hablo con Jeff.
Ajá, por favor.
Pero mañana es martes. Yeah, he told me bigger than me, bro, and I lose more shit, on purpose than by accident. That fucking, I get paired up and shit. So let me give you my address and send it to me again, please, and I'll give it to you in person, and I'll put you guys over, and I'll make you get a trial.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I just did zombies last week. It's friggin'. That's so I grew this back. So I had just a goat forever, and what I do is I grew the sideburns like really thick and just scraggle here, and I got a big scar on my face.
Nice.
I take my sight out. It's got some great pictures. I put this wig on.
That's where when I heard about it, I said, let me check this out.
So you did see it. That's good. So cool.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And we're the only. I can't tell you that. Just watch it. You'll dig it. You'll dig it. Me and Danny Trailer from it. Did great, but I'll tell you, so many people steal the show. Actually,
yeah, I like Zombie. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is like the second thing he's written, and he would just go with the flow and friggin' rewrite shit as he went along, let you input. It was almost like wrestling to the degree where he let you have input and stuff. He's great. He's unbelievable work, and he's a great guy. And he's talking about I got to do yoga. We're gonna put his foot out here. and over here.
That's great.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah. See that in the movie?
Yeah, that's funny.
You live down here now?
I live in Private.
This will be all right.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, thanks for taking the gangster shirt with you. I was like, he left the shirt in the ring. It's on my bag, dog. I got it.
I've left phones, wallets, everything, man. You give it back. Don't forget to give it to me.
Yeah.
I love that shit. You're gonna say people want to chop your ass for that shit.
No, it'll be all off. It'll be off. You can get whatever you want now. Good. I got two. I got more. Is he working on it? No? Yeah. What's that? It'll be fun. It's our stuff. I'm just working with you. I'm able to work with me as in the tag because I already worked in the beginning.
Okay, so
except for the heat.
Yeah, I mean the heat, right? Yeah,
little stuff.
Yeah.
But we got our stuff down basically.
Well, you're already doing it, you know. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. The big thing on that third pull, I hope is just as I'm just gonna see. I mean, I hope you keep belly out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once I do it, I'm gonna just take my own front face.
Not when you take it, I'm talking about when you don't take it.
Oh yeah.
When I did shoulder, pull you in, push out, and belly out.
Okay.
You just like and belly out. And
okay.
You know.
That's the start of our match.
No, it's for the. I'll take down, boom, boom, boom. I'll hook you in a headlock.
That's right.
Boom, boom, boom. Screw blade.
Right.
Then I'll hook you.
Okay.
So how did your match go with DDP, and what was it like working with somebody like on that caliber, a world champion?
You got to think about it like this: the King of the Bling against the WCW 3-time champion. What else can I say, dog? It was an honor. It was an honor for me to step in the ring with somebody like DDP. And it was off the charts, dog. Straight up. I mean, you know, it was all good. He gave me the diamond cut and all. But, you know, it's all good. I ain't even tripping on it. But it was an honor.
Take your shoulder back, I'll put it right in the headlock. Reverse the headlock, I'll take it right in the hand. Fucking schoolboy your ass. I mean, I'll do it right away. How I am. Things different. It's tough.
Yeah.
Kick out one. Like got two. When you get that two, have kick him. He's pulling my fucking dimes.
Yeah.
So get in that ref's face. I was like with you, I was like, boom, come up on the two, bang, bang. On the third one, say it and fucking
belly out.
Belly out. Kick those feet out. You know, fucking, whoa, fuck. Because you know, that's the fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you do it here, you put our belly out.
Right. Kick the feet out. Right out. Power right out. Like I just put up your gun quick.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's this, dude.
Yeah, right.
Adam, you go in, all right?
And our next time in, he actually comes throwing a big wide punch. Boom, bam, 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 boom. Like you can now just come up in the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stagger. I'm gonna go like this with you.
Yeah.
You know, the more you Terry Funk it, the better.
Okay.
Okay, run it. Boom! Flip. Next leg, whoop, boom. He makes the save.
Okay.
Fucking let them do their gaga. I'll get to pick you up. Boom! Oh, fucking I'll go down. Go.
Yeah.
You know, like you did.
Take my time with it.
You know, like you're fucking with me.
Yeah.
You pick me up, you hit me up. Whoa!
Boom.
Let's do that sometimes.
Okay.
Working a match with DDP and like planning a match with DDP, like do you really sense like a strong sense of like veteran in him, like experience that you're not used to, like dealing with some other people?
And you know what? Working with him, planning out, it was no stress. No stress at all. I was just like, you know what? He's a more experienced person than I am. Or should I talk in my ghetto slang? He was way more experienced than I is. You feel me?
Boom.
Okay.
There, of course.
Right.
That's perfect. Just lay right back.
And you just go and I just jump in. Okay.
Go up.
Okay.
We're up next for the in-ring promo.
Beautiful.
What's our cue again, Styles?
What's swag ball?
When he's trying to put his foot up, he falls down, start running. Here we go.
Okay, good. Basically, him planning it all out, he's the teacher, I'm the student. All I'm going to do is just listen. And if I give a little feedback, it's all good. And I respect that. And he respected that. And that's what it's all about.
I know. You get back in?
I know I'm actually working on a couple shows right now. Pretty sure I'm just seeing how my body feels. Yeah. I really believe I got one more run in me. There's some talk about Hulk and Ted.
Nice.
You know, you never know. Good
I would
freaking
love
guy.
to. I would love to. I don't know anybody over there. I mean, that wasn't given.
Yeah. The bottom line is, you know what I mean. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one more run if my body feels good. And I'm not really going to make that decision.
Right.
You know, because I'm doing a yoga book and infomercial, and it's like Yoga Meets the Man show. It's hot tits and ass and regular guys. It's called Yoga for Regular Guys. And I am so, I mean, I can do one-arm push-ups now, and I mean like slow 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, it's all core strength. I'm lean as shit right now. I'm about 233. But yeah, I put on 10 pounds off my back, but I don't need it now. In Hollywood, I had to get this thing because I look like a giant. Where you see me in that movie, man, I'm just, you know, there's some big suckers in that movie too. You work a regular flick and they're this big. And I'm Kevin Nash. You know?
What was it like? What's the difference between working with a guy like DDP and working, say, anybody else? I mean, what makes him like DDP?
Working with DDP, I mean, it's somebody that has experience, history. I mean, you know, basically legend. And it's like for him to come to me and just be like, brother, yada, 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 this, that, and the other, and to just work with somebody like that compared to somebody else, it's kind of like high and low. The only reason why I say that is because, hey man, don't be talking that OC stuff, dog. This is Dago, dog. You ruined it in my interview, dog. You know I'm talking my ghetto slang, popping my collar. What was the question again?
What separates DDP from the others? Like, what makes him DDP that nobody else could really have that?
Because ain't nobody got this. DDP is the only one I got that, dog. That's all it is. That's the difference.
Bottom line is going to Iraq on September 6th with Ron Dibble to see the troops. I did a tour called the World Freedom Tour where I went to Hawaii. That sucked. And then I went to, you're okay. And then I went to Guam and then Japan. And the guys were so touched. You know, a lot of those kids grew up watching me, obviously. And I wanted to give something back. And then when I found out I got to go to Iraq, well, I'm in. So me and Ronnie Dibble are going. Just doing our part. That's it. I'm out of here. I remember one time I was putting on all my stuff, right? And one of the greatest workers ever, Ricky Morton, who barely wore knee pads and nothing else, with all the crazy stuff he used to do, walked by me at center stage. I was first year, I was 35 years old, and he walked by me, and he saw me putting all the stuff on. And he's smoking a cigarette, and he stopped and he looked at me and he goes, "Playing linebacker tonight?" I said, "No, brother, just getting ready for war." He goes, "God bless you." And walked off. But I got Kev, Steve, and Goldberg all doing one with Shard right now.
Really? That's sweet. Are they going to go over to Ted too?
Well, you know, you never know. Who knows? If Ted really does do that, it's all bullshit. To me, I call it positive bullshit. There's levels of positive bullshit, like with this one show we're going to go and just at level 5. It takes to level 10 for it's a reality. Up to that point, you just go, man, I got some positive shit going, man. It's all bullshit until it happens, but you know, I coined the frame positive bullshit. And I got a lot of people doing it. So we'll see. Let me stretch out. I want to get my yogi.